I know it is a very noble exercise in this country as a law-abiding citizen, and I want to say thank you. Again, I want to extend my gratitude to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, for nominating me for Cabinet Secretary, Tourism, Wildlife, and Heritage. Honorable Chairman, my name is Peninah Malonza. Apparently, I only use 2 names because my parents never gave me a company name. I was born 48 years in the eastern part of this country, Kitui County to be precise. I grew up in a village called Itumba in Mutomo, just next to Kitui South Game Reserve. I attended my early education at Itumba Primary School from 1980 to 1987. I then proceeded to Ikuda Girls, which again is next to Safo East Game Park, and I completed my whole-level education in 1991, where I was lucky to be enrolled at the University of Nairobi to take my bachelor's in BA Anthropology. I completed my degree in 1994, from where I took break like any other citizen in this country and began my early career. I was engaged by AMREF Kenya as a coordinator in their Kibera health program, health-based program, where I was in charge of coordinating women empowerment activity and rehabilitating commercial sex workers. I proceeded to Changamwe Baptist Church that is in Mombasa, where I was engaged as a project director. It was at this time when I was at Changamwe Baptist Church, I felt that I needed to go back to school. And in 2006, I enrolled myself in the Kenya Association of Professional Counselors, where I took a diploma in psychological counseling. In the same year, I applied to take a master's course at the University of Nairobi. And I was enrolled for a master's program in project planning and management, a course that I took from 2006 to 2008. Upon completion, my desire for education was still burning. And I went back again. Lucky enough, I had applied for 2 masters, and I got both admission. And therefore, I postponed one, and upon completion of my first master's, went back again in 2009 to do my second master's in public health at the University of Nairobi. Besides the straightforward education, I've also taken short courses in various universities within the country and outside this country. And to be particular, I'd want to mention 2 that are essential for this vetting. I've taken a course in recovery models of African countries at Chungwani University, Samoa Academy, Korea. I also took a course in health research at Addis Continental Institute of Public Health in Ethiopia. And finally, I would want to quote that I took a short course on leadership with International Leadership Foundation in conjunction with International Leadership University. Besides those 3, I took others and they are in my file, which I presented, but it is good to mention that I've also taken finance for non-finance, management for non-governmental NGOs, proposal writing and resource mobilization at Daystar University, and peer counseling at Moi University. That marks my journey in education. In my career, as I said, I started with AMREF Kenya, transitioned to Changamwe Baptist Church, and later, while at Changamwe Baptist Church, the same year I completed my psychological higher diploma. The same year I was enrolled for a master's at Nairobi University. I also was employed by Compassion International Kenya as a program facilitator. As a program facilitator, I was in charge of 2 regions in this country. I was in charge of Meru, and I was also in charge of Kaloleni, Kilifi County. I rose from being a facilitator to a senior facilitator in the following year, where I was also in charge of 2 more other regions, including Kajiado, Nairobi, Meru, and Mombasa. But also, I was given the task to mentor 2 program facilitators. I was lucky, however. For the 5 years I worked with Compassion International, for me every year was a promotion. So in my 3rd year, actually after 8 months, I became the program supervisor, where I was in charge of programming activities of Compassion International in the country, mainly child sponsorship and programming with our partners who are churches across the nation. Later on, I was promoted to a senior supervisor within the same organization, where I began sitting in the country's management team as an extended officer, but still managing now a team of 6 program facilitators in terms of supervision. And lastly, I rose to a partner training and support manager in 2012. In this position, I was at the top management of the country, where I would sit in the country management team to program the child activities in this nation. I would say that this is where I was able to grow my leadership skills at a higher level, because I was in charge of the largest department at Compassion. I was in charge of curriculum development. I was in charge of training. I was in charge of early childhood program. I was also in charge of child protection, and I was also in charge of the health matters in the country, and also I was in charge of HIV programming activities in the country. Honorable Chair, I want to say that I am a mother, a widow, a mother of 1 and a widow, and I am the firstborn in a family of 10. Thank you.
Thank you, Peninah. We'll now open up